guys, it is Philip coming to you guys with an iFix repair video. We got some pretty cool information for you guys today. We have an S10 Plus that we are doing an LCD screen repair on. I do have the phone on the hot plate right now. I will show it to you here. It is a S10, S10 Plus. But yeah, we got it on. It's been, you can see there, the screen was cracked in the corner. We're about to perform the screen repair on it so we can show you guys exactly what we do. So I just pulled it off the hot plate. I got the hot plate right at 80 degrees to be able to get it warmed up so that we can pull this back glass off here. But I do have a heat gun that is over here as well. You can use a blow dryer or anything that basically puts out heat to be able to perform this repair. So let me show you guys. I'm gonna get you the best angle here so you guys can see what we're doing. All right, so I'm gonna get some heat here on the back side of it. You'll want it to basically be warm, warm to the touch. So basically when you touch it, it needs to be right at where it's not necessarily comfortable to touch, but not too hot because you don't wanna damage anything. So what I do is I come in with a blade, come in right on the edge there, come into the phone, and then I will either use a guitar pick or a business card, and I will come into the bottom there. And when it's heated up, as you can see, it's sliding in there nice and easy. Whenever it's warm, I mean, this adhesive just slices. Whenever it gets tight there, you'll want to apply more heat. Sliding around there. But yeah, you guys get the idea. So basically what we're doing here is just cutting the adhesive all the way around the edge, because the adhesive lays all the way around the edge. So I will come to you guys here once we get that back cover off. All right guys, we just got the back glass completely removed. The only spot that it's still sticking on is actually the bottom portion. Once you get that basically all cut along the edges here up top, because the adhesive runs basically around the edges and up top. What I do though is I take my heat, I'll lift the glass, kind of put pressure on it, and then I'll heat here. As you can see, voila, the phone is open. All right guys, now that we have the phone open, I want to bring you guys into the next step. The next step after removing the back, you can see the adhesive that runs all the way around. That was the adhesive that we had to remove in order to get in the phone. But after you have removed that, you can see all the screws here that need to be removed. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 screws that need to be removed. We will be back shortly once we remove those screws. All right guys, we are back. We have removed all the screws. As you can see, they have all been removed. After you remove those screws, you are then going to remove these covers here. They lift off pretty easily. But basically these will get pulled off there. You can see it comes off all in one piece. Once you have that removed though, you now have access to the actual LCD connector. We're gonna undo that LCD connector there. You wanna be very careful here whenever you're removing these connectors. You'll wanna remove it with the proper tool, which is a pry tool. As you can see here that we have. You'll basically come under and lift all those connections, and then just make sure that you do not pry up any sort of diodes or filters that are on this board. So once we have the motherboard removed, we will come and be back with you here shortly. All right, we'll do the LCD connector now. you can see, we will do the auxiliary connector as well. So once those connectors have all been auxiliary, LCD, battery, front camera, those are all the connectors. Then we need to remove this screw here, and then there are 2 screws here in the bottom that are by the charge port. Once those 3 screws have been removed and the SIM card port has been removed up top here, then the board can pull out. We'll come to you guys here shortly once we have that done. Now that we have all the connectors removed, we're then going to grab in this corner of the board and we're going to lift. You'll have to move this battery cable here underneath. Set is done. You don't want to forcefully do this either. You're going to be very careful. This is the circuit board. This is the main expense of the phone. As you can see here, the little teeter, and it has released. Now we're going to be getting our new frame here, and we're basically going to be moving over all of these components: the auxiliary port, the vibrate motor, the front camera there, the ear speaker. Everything that's not in this housing we're going to remove over, but everything I said: front camera, ear speaker, battery, charge or vibrator, and auxiliary port. So we will come to you guys shortly once we have all that stuff swapped over. Real quick, wanted to show you, we laid some tape inside of here before we laid the battery. As you can see, there's a red strip here and there's a red strip here. We removed this. This is double-sided tape, and basically that tape is put there to be able to, you know, let the battery stick properly. You see here, I'm removing the double-sided tape for you so you guys can see. But yeah, there's a strip there and there's a strip on the other side. You can put one here and here, but really these two are going to be just enough to be able to hold it. But yeah, we are getting ready to put the motherboard back in. As you can see, we have the ear speaker in. The front camera will go in once the board is laid in. We'll then connect the LCD connector. You can see the vibrate switches in, and then we'll put those screws back in too as well once we get the board back in. All right, guys, as you can see, we have it all back together now. We just put the battery in and we put the board in. We also put these 2 screws here in. And we put the screw in that was up there. So basically we have the front camera that is in as well, and the auxiliary jack. So as you can see, it's all coming together. The next step that we have is to re-adhere that, or I should say install this with the 15 screws and then re-adhere that back cover. So we should have this thing all put back together here shortly for you. All right, we have it all put back together. We have all the screws in. We have that back plate on. Now the next step is to re-adhere this back cover. If you did a good enough job removing it and the adhesive is still there and it is sticky, you will just have to basically reapply it, apply some heat, and, you know, seal it back down. All right, guys, as you can see, we have it finished up. Basically, the last step is to apply that adhesive and seat the back cover on the new housing. As soon as you have that done, I typically will heat it around the edges just to soften the adhesive and allow it to, you know, bond properly on the back there. But now that we have that last step done, we are all finished up. I'll turn it around, power the phone up for you guys so you guys can see that it is working. And I always like to do this. This is the last and final piece, is to remove that film. And we have a finished product. All right, guys, that's all we have for you today. If you guys like this video, feel free to give it a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to our channel for all the new repair content that we have for you guys. Give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe. Y'all have an excellent rest of your day. We'll see you here in the next video.